like the rhythm of the sun. Well, I was wide awake until the dawn upon her face, and the echoes of our song as it hummed along. So stay with me, you are my missing pieces. Oh, you are my missing pieces. You are my missing pieces. So won't you stay with me?
Wow, let's give it up for the one and only Richard and Johnny. Hi, everybody. My name is Cesar De La Rosa, longtime friend of Richard and Johnny, singer, songwriter, and also known as the baritone for Aka VoicePlay. I'm very excited to be invited here for this Aka special video. We wanted to give a shout out to all the fantastic people that are in the chat. Say hello, say 1, 2, 3 if you know who I am on the chat so I can say hello to you. But also if you get a chance to see this afterwards and you're not watching live, thank you for watching. We have a lot of really cool videos to watch today, a lot to talk about. Thank you all so much for joining and being part of this. Again, my name is Cesar, and let's bring out the one and only Richard and Johnny.
We need an MC for every show. That was so much cooler than us.
I was gonna say I want to watch that guy's show.
It's my honor, and we have Latte Lover Holdra is here. We have Arzillian, Emma, so many awesome people saying hello. So that's really cool.
Good morning, everyone.
What's up, y'all?
So good to see you, Cesar. It's been too long. I haven't seen you this year yet.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
It has.
Sorry.
I know. Happy New Year.
Hi. It's like a really bad Brady Bunch scenario. Oh my
Have you
goodness.
seen the one with all of Jimmy Fallon and like Usher and Christina Aguilera and stuff like that? And the gag is people. You see Usher in the bottom left corner, but he assumed that he was going to be in the middle. So you see him at one point, he's just like,
That's fantastic.
but he's literally in the left corner. Anyways, good morning. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a good while, but I have. I mean, I know you haven't seen me in a while aside from videos that I do. I haven't seen you in a while outside of the videos that you do. So I still feel I'm connected to you just in the same way that everybody here in the chat is connected to the two of you guys. So I believe they see you as poppies as well, and that's really what matters.
Well,
Yeah.
for those of you just joining us, or maybe you didn't see this in the past, Johnny has gotten the nickname of Piano Daddy that you've probably seen in the chat over the past year, and that was given by this beautiful human in the center.
Right.
And the truth is the truth.
The P Diddy at one
Oh,
point
spade.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah. P Daddy. I'm glad that's out. Let's just spell it out
Yes.
now.
Cesar, we do have. There's just a little bit of a glitch with the sound. It's kind of like peaking as we go. I don't know if it's and maybe we could try without the earbuds and see if the noise cancellation works. Are you able to do that? Just because it's kind of spiking a little bit. And the last thing I want is any distortion on your voice.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I think that'll be better.
Did it work?
Yes, I think we'll be okay. Okay, good. So today we have lots to get to. We have 8 different acapella groups, and I don't know if you've seen all of them or not. So hopefully you've got a few new ones for you. We'll see as it unfolds. But we are starting with a group named Filharmonic, Phil as in Filipino harmonic. So that should be, I'm assuming they're in our 95% of
I'm guessing they're good. Yes.
Filipino singers. They're
They're
probably on key and everything. But before we begin,
Yeah, please hit like and subscribe and ring that bell so you always know what content we are coming up with here at the Throga channel.
yes, and also please be sure to click on the link below in the description where you can purchase a coffee. We might need 3 of them today. It's early for us, especially for Cesar. You can also
Cesar
become
and Johnny.
No, it's more for Cesar. Because here's the deal: there's
What time-
plug.
Is
Become
he
a Throne member. Let's get back to us. So,
Are you West Coast? Yeah, you're West Coast, aren't you?
no, he's East Coast.
Yeah.
He's in
okay.
Orlando.
So, all right.
I was giving him.
Yeah, I'm in Orlando.
I was giving him the higher tier of coffee need because he just had a gig last night at Epcot. He's got another one today. And he got it bright and early for us.
Yeah. But
Johnny,
happy to be here. Happy to be here. It's so awesome to see how how the community has embraced the two of you. They have good taste. That's all I'll say. And I'm happy, and I'm always happy to participate. I think you guys have so many good findings. Thanks to them as well that they share these videos, or you guys find them on your own. But these videos are great, and
they steer
it makes
us.
me so cultured.
Yeah, they steer us for sure. We appreciate the love, of course.
Yeah.
All right, so the Filharmonic. They're covering All of Me, John Legend's All of Me. And this was out 10 years ago. So as per usual, we're slightly behind on our requests. Let's check them out.
What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. Got my head spinning, no kidding. I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm on your magical mystery ride. And I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine.
Oh!
You're crazy and I'm out of my mind.
Yes.
All right. At the risk of stopping this too often, that was one of the crunchiest, sexiest harmonic thing that was happening on the low end.
I agree.
It's funny that something so crunchy can be considered sexy, but yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, the arrangement on that is just outstanding. Holy moly.
Let me back it up again. I'm curious if you...
it your own.
I'm curious, John, if you can pick out how close those notes are.
I mean, lots of minor seconds going on. So minor second is a half step. So it's that crunchy, those moments, which out of context,
so a half step being this note and the note
but
like right next to
amazing.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you play them together, and usually when you play those, you want some sort of release. So maybe, going down to like the B flat from the C.
So kind of
so
feeling
that's
of resolve.
Really.
Yeah.
But even the way that they're playing with the chord progression, because this is a great song, John Legend. It's pretty straightforward, but they're doing some really kind of like out of the box jazzy type things, like da na 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 na. Like doing that, like na 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 na. Wait, what is it? That's too jazzy. I gotta hear it again.
That sounded good.
Something like that. It was weird.
What I think is interesting too is that in the harmonies of it, they had it like you were saying, a dominant on the lower end instead of expanding on the higher end. I thought that was really interesting. Like they made sure
that's a good point. Yeah,
to the lower parts, and I think that's what made it unique. I think it's a tribute to AJ Raphael. I was like, when I first saw that video, I was like, wait a minute. One of the things that Holder pointed out, first of all, is that VoicePlay did tour with Filharmonic when they were in the sing-off. I guess Filharmonic was on the sing-off.
Oh, really?
So they toured together around that time, which I think makes sense because I know at one point they worked with AJ Raphael, because I'm looking at the video and I think the initial soloist is AJ Raphael.
I
who's a
didn't even
wonderful.
catch that.
He's just a member. He's just a member of the group, but he became, well known, and I think he's in Hawaii
Yeah.
right now, but he's a wonderful singer. And have you guys seen his stuff too? He plays keys.
A
He's a
little.
piano
We've seen
puppy
him
too.
support other like
Yeah.
Tori Kelly and Morissette.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we know of him, but yeah.
Yeah. So
Right.
So and I know him from that. So when I saw him in this video, I was like, wait a minute, and I was like, let me just
That's cool.
research this. But yeah, no.
That is
All
cool.
right, back to the video.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind.
Sing.
'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me. I give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you.
Wow.
Give me all of you. Cards on the table, we're both showing hearts. Risking it all, though it's hard.
Yeah, he can rip it. Holy moly.
All of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges.
Oh, the simplicity here after all that.
Perfect imperfection. Give your all to me. I give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Oh.
I think I'm meant to marry a Filipino. I think
You and me both.
Thank you so much for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it. We have a bunch of projects and videos coming out soon, so please stay tuned. Also, if you're in the LA area around June 8th at the Greek Theater.
So this was 10 years ago. So what he's about to say may not be very relevant now, but I had no idea AJ was in this group. I just knew of him as a great pianist and, in the circle of the Philippines, but I didn't know this is, wow.
That's wild.
That has to be one of the most complex arrangements I think we've ever heard.
Well, I think Francesca said it great. She said, I love every second of this. Every phrase is perfect. And I was thinking the same thing. There's just no wasted space. There's no wasted opportunity where there's just filler. It's every second is chock full of something interesting. And they talk about making it your own. That is making it your own to the highest extent.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it just speaks
the
power of chords, because I mean, obviously the melody and the lyrics always get they're always the heroes, right? And the chords sort of take the back seat. And obviously the melody is super important because you recognize the song, it still has that thread. But with the chord changes, it totally can just take it into a different realm, and it's like it brings forth all these different feelings that you don't get from the original. It's amazing.
Right.
I like it. I think Art Noxon was saying "gorgeous wall of sound," and I do agree. It's a really, every space is taken care of. I also appreciate that this song in particular, this arrangement did not have any VP like percussion elements. Everyone was just
I didn't even think about
you
that.
know,
Yeah.
responsible for a harmony. Yeah, they were all just responsible for a harmony. I think it led, or it gave to the intimacy of it, which I also liked, described or expressed in the video format of it. It was just them sitting around the table, black and white for the most part, zoom in exclusively on the
Mm-hmm.
soloist, which was AJ at the time, and then the guy I'm gonna marry. Let me sec. Siri is the bassist from Philharmonic. I'm just kidding. But no, it was done well, and you can tell. You can tell also that they liked it, that they all had a connection to each other, and knowing about the sing off show, you know, obviously they had to be with each other for a long
Oh my
time,
goodness. Yeah.
Yeah.
and work on music together. So I'm sure those people who got to see it live probably felt a particular way too, because they were able to feel those contexts as well.
Yeah. Beautifully said. And it was interesting. I think because everybody had to take on, or because there was no percussion, get that intimate feeling that you're talking about, they had the opportunity to do what you were talking about, Johnny, which is to fill out the chord in a way that we typically don't hear. So it's just really, really interesting choices there.
One thing that came to mind too was just Jacob Collier. You know, I'm thinking of Joyce, the Jacob fan out there.
Right.
He's you know, and he's just the master of taking the melody tone and taking it, using that, and going in such a different direction. So, you know, that's the chord I was looking for. That major seventh chord. It was just like, you never think to do that, but when it's there, it's like, you know.
Yeah. He's
fantastic.
like, oh, is this melody phrase 7 lines? Let me give you a passing chord for each melody movement.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's kind of like he says, it's like there's no wrong way to do it. It's just your taste, and I think they did it the right way.
I just want to go to the comments before we jump to the next one. But K1K2 Voyeur said, "Hey Cesar, what about Pablo? I don't know who Pablo is, but if that's the bassist or anybody, yes, the answer is yes. I'll marry them."
No, Pablo was in SB19. That was
Then yes.
Caesar has many crushes.
I do. And Francesca says, Caesar, don't regard the 5%. Some of them make the best spouses. I agree.
So
he's a lover. He's a lover.
Before we jump into the next one, John, there's a couple of coffees, if you don't mind.
Yeah. I don't mind, actually. Chris, thank you so much for the coffee. She says,
do you play it into a song? Do you sing it into an improv song?
I don't know. Sometimes I do. What's a good Chris song? I don't know.
Just do a blanket one for all of them in the key of D, because of the diva cam.
I like how the diva cam goes to Caesar, but Johnny's the one playing.
I know. dancing cam.
That's right. The dancing cam. All right, yeah, that makes sense.
There is there's Chris, and Latte Lover bought us 3 coffees as requested. So yeah, she's the one that kind of was one of the.
She initiated today's idea. Yeah, for an acapella. Thank you, Latte.
Great idea.
Okay. So next up is Maytree. Are you familiar with this group, Caesar?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I remember there was a point when we started. When I first started with VoicePlay, we were doing videos similar to this. We were doing some videos like all the apps, like the intro song, like the Hulu and the Max.
Yes, that's right.
So I remember our algorithms would pair us up a lot with them because of that.
Oh, sure. All right, so this is iPhone sound effects. We got a couple of them. They're pretty short, so we got 2 picked out here. We're doing iPhone sound effects and then another one of the movie intro medley too. So here's the iPhone sounds.
I love them so much.
Oh, their precision. I know. I want to hear that one again. Wait.
Oh my god.
As funny as these are, first of all, they're just slide. You know, she slides the sound. The sense of timing. They're not even facing each other. I mean, they probably have.
And,
I mean, they probably see each other in a monitor or whatever. But the idea of coming in at such
the timing and the pitch. I mean, they're because they're not. They don't unless they have something in their ear giving them the tone, which I don't think they do. That's nuts to be able to just land on the opening pitch, which each song, each part isn't related at all.
Right.
So it's like, I mean, to have that, wow, that is just, man, they are in sync.
And I got to hear the alarm one again. As annoying as that one is, Francesca says she's having PTSD with that one.
I know, seriously.
But the combination, you know, the idea of being able to, and you've done this too with VoicePlay a little bit, Cesar, is to dissect the individual sounds to have to come together to create one whole sound. I mean, I
feel it's like in a weird way, like those people who are bomb, like cut the red wire, cut the yellow wire. Like you have to be exclusive to, or hyper focused on each line and where that line would go to attribute that to every vocalist. You know,
right?
If not, the whole harmony will go off.
Right.
But it's more like a sound designer for a movie, which is a different sort of way of listening than the way that I listen. So when I hear notes, I hear melody. But that's a different skill set, and they're doing both. I mean, they're getting, because
you have to deconstruct it and then execute.
You're taking away. Yeah, you're trying to deconstruct just the sonics of it, which is, man, that's a different. Yeah, that's a different thing.
It's kind of insane.
All right, let's hear that alarm one more time. Francesca, you can hit mute for a few seconds.
Yeah. I know, seriously.
Yeah.
Ours too.
Yeah. No, going back to the sound design thing, you know, watching somebody like the guy that did the stuff for Star Wars, you know, and just using one sound, say Chewbacca's voice or something. That's a combination of like 5 different things all in one to make that one sound. And sometimes they do that where they really break it down each facet of each sound. It's just nuts.
Can you make the Chewbacca sound?
Kind of.
Yes. That was great.
I'm using my tongue where apparently you're supposed to use. It's more of like a mucusy, like. I can't do that.
They should have hired you instead of the 5 sounds they needed.
Wasted opportunity. I would have worked cheap too.
Well, bonjour, Franny. She said, Monsieur, et rêve de vous revoir, Cesar. I hope I said that well.
Much better
fun
than
fact. Fun fact: the alarm sound is my ringtone now, and which is funny because hearing it in this context is triggering. But it is my ringtone. So when people call, my phone is naturally on Do Not Disturb and it's on mute. So unless if I know you're gonna call me, I'm probably gonna miss your call. But when the phone is on sound and the Do Not Disturb is taken off, that sound happens and people are like, is there an earthquake? I'm like, first of all, we're in Florida. Second of all, Is this my dad calling me? But I remember looking at these, and I guess it helps me propose the question for you guys. Silk was my alarm for a while because I felt it was the most gentle. The other ones were fun too, but the initial notes, I'm sure, feel like would have jolted me out of bed, and that's not that's not the aesthetic I want.
Experience.
So I found
Right.
Silk. Yeah, I found Silk
Which one
being
was Silk?
the most the most like
Remind me of that.
comfortable and
Which one was that again?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
like layered. It was a chordal thing.
You have to go back to the other video.
Yeah, I know. I was trying. Take
What's
me
the melody of
back.
it? Because
Yeah.
Christie's is the
Yeah.
yeah.
Here it is, right here. It's right after this one.
Oh, okay.
That little delay thing.
Yeah, that
And
little delay thing is
yeah.
just wild.
And sometimes if I don't wake up, it's just because I'm like having a dance party in my mind. Like it's like I'm having a dream. The DJ in heaven is like just with the angels, like woo. Okay.
I want to go to that.
That's
party.
how I picture you all the time.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
stands it.
All right, so this is the movie intro medley 2. Starting off with the Pixar piece. Let's see what we got. Oh, that was so well executed.
They make me so happy.
It's amazing. Oh, all of their tones are just so beautiful.
I just, oh my god. Oh my god.
That's hard.
And to land on that last thing,
Oh.
oh my god.
All right,
Come on.
back it up, back it up, back it up.
Yeah, that's just.
Wow.
I mean,
The bass is great.
yeah, they don't teach that relative pitch in theory class.
No, because it's glissando. I mean, you can't do that with the piano. You can't do it with any fretted instrument because you're in
Yeah.
between the pitches. There are different scents or different degrees between the notes. So to have that blend and then collectively come together in that way,
That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I mean, you have to be really good at pitch to trust yourself off pitch in the context
Right.
of other singers on a different
Mhm.
pitch at the same time that you're collectively moving for. That's
To then
to
come
me,
back on chord.
yeah, of all of the sounds in terms of just sheer skill, that might be the most impressive. I mean, that's just
Yeah,
crazy.
seriously. Seriously.
Ah,
No, that's really cool.
so
that makes
cool.
me feel that I'm like, oh, DreamWorks is my favorite introduction like melody. Like all of them have really cool, unique melodies, but that
Yeah, they do.
that
Yeah,
DreamWorks is
Yeah, that was
it is really
fantastic.
good.
Yeah, they're a genius with dissecting sounds and all that. All right, Voices 8. This group has been recommended many, many times to us. This is our first time hearing them, I'm pretty sure. This is Sleep by Eric Whitaker. Is this another group you're familiar with already?
no first time.
Oh, you don't? Okay, great. Oh, Johnny, we had some coffee.
We did. Yeah, I was just going to say that. Yes. Yes, Francesca, thank you for your 3 coffees. She says any day is a good day for acapella and Cesar. I am having the very best time. Thanks, guys. Us
Awesome.
too.
Thank you.
Gaia bought us 3 coffees, morning coffee for 3 gentlemen. P.S. I miss Caesar's bouncing hair.
Oh, she's tamed.
Thank you, Gaia.
I got a haircut, and then for the Epcot thing, but this is my sleep cap. It has silk under it because my hair is curly and a little bit rebellious, just like me, bouncy and rebellious. If I sleep in anything other than silk or a silk cap, like it wakes up and it's like all tied together.
I want a sleep cap, but for very different reasons, just to keep my skull warm, just a little warmth. That's all.
Yeah, it's so good too because when the sun comes out and you want to be more, sleepy, you can just go like this and sleep some more.
Perfect.
Bailey asked if I had a good birthday. I sure did. Thank you.
When was your birthday?
This is March.
Oh, well, happy belated birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy to spend it here with you guys watching Voice 8.
Us too. Speaking of coffee, by the way, so I was in North Carolina the past few days. So today's the first day. I was fully
You're back on the sauce. I see.
Back on the sauce because I had to be. But also, having been away, the cream that we were using, it might be turning. I'm not sure. Something's a little off about that.
No.
I feel like this is maybe the last day, but it's close to going past the point of no return.
Do you need to go get a fresh cup?
I don't know. I think I'll finish it. If I throw up during the show,
no.
we'll know that it's not good.
Hopefully that's not the case.
Ugh.
All right, here we go. Sleep by Voices 8.
Just a little sour, just a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, that's not good.
These are my favorite kind of like vocal singing, like choir like this.
As loud as it goes.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. I'm going to do a pause here. This is the space. Part of what makes this type of song work so well is the acoustical space they're in. I mean, I've heard over the years attempts of reverbs to emulate the sound, and it's never,
like software. Yeah, right.
Yeah. They just can't quite capture the nuance of that. It's not just a quick delay type of thing. There's just these overtones that every cathedral or church or whatever, even auditorium, of course, it has its own fingerprint, its own signature echo. So
it reminds me of that the one in Hungary that we went to visit.
Yeah, I was
Agnes.
Thinking the same thing.
That you were thinking, yeah,
there's
it
just
had
something
this magical quality and just made everything just come together in such a magical way.
And the timing has to be in sync with it. So if they were to sing this exact same piece in like a smaller or larger, just or different reconfiguration of space, acoustically, it might even change their dynamics, their intuitive dynamics, and the tempo of the piece based on how it's coming back to you.
That's a good point.
I feel like they're really in tune, literally, with the space that they're in. It sounds just beautiful.
I feel like all the greats are. It's not just the, one setting. It's like once you're good, it's like, okay, I'm just going to do the same thing. It's always that sensitivity to change and adapt depending on what the moment calls for. And the great ones are just present. They're just there. They're there in the moment. I mean, it's a meditation. A great performance is a meditation.
Yeah. And apparently it's Voces 8.
Oh, thank you.
A couple of.
Oh yeah, there's no I in there.
Voces.
VOCES. I threw in an imaginary letter, as I often do. Thank you for catching that.
I love this so much. It reminds me when I was younger. I just wanted to have the like the really like high voices because it yields so well in those spaces. Those spaces are sacred. You can tell that they work with each other a lot. I think in order to be in sync. I wondered if there was someone going like this. And I'm like, if you know this song well enough, and like Richard is saying, if you're in sync with the sound that's bouncing back, and you've done this enough, and you're I think it's just at this point like a meditative moment with each other while they're expressing vocally. I think it's really cool.
Awesome. I just want to real quick point out a comment I like. It's where did she go? Oh, Bailey. Where's Bailey's last? Oh, where'd it go? She said something about make sure you tell Cesar. Oh, she said tell Cesar how great he is. It reminded me of like middle school. Like let's hand him a note. Bailey thinks you're really cool.
Thank you.
I'm having once again flashbacks to trying to ask your sister out, Johnny.
Do you know that story, Cesar? Do you know that story?
No, but I'm all ears.
It's really quick. So 5th grade, Johnny's older sister, same age as I am. Her name's Maria. And Maria, exactly. So yes. I sent her note, says, do you like me? Circle 1, yes or no. Just classic.
The classic circle one, yeah.
Yes. It's just,
Did you even put a maybe in there? A yes, no, maybe?
Oh, no. It was yes or no.
Wow,
and
that's
your
bold.
lovely sister decided to create the gray area in between. She wrote in maybe in the middle between them with a little note that said, hint, get a haircut.
Little did she know how seriously you would take that.
Years later, I finally jumped in and she's nowhere to be found.
Did you ever date her?
No.
It's her loss.
No, she hurt me where I cared the most at one time. Oh my goodness. Robbie.
Thank you, Robbie, for the 3 coffees.
Thank you, Robbie, so much.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
And Joy, too. Thank you, Joy.
Oh, thank you, Joy.
I'll get back to her.
Thank you, Joy, for the other 3. Yes.
The way they're mixing themselves in this. Exactly, Joy. The purity of sound.
Yeah.
Meditative is the perfect word you used earlier. That.
Yeah, that.
Oh. Wow, agreed. Voces 8.
Bravissimo.
Man,
Wow.
there's something that it's just in a setting like that. It's just like a play. It's a dance of frequencies. You know, it's like a dance of vibration. You know, even more than notes. It's just, man, the way that, and I mean, it's just, and speaking of those clusters, those minor second clusters. I mean, that's just, they're taking, you know, like a C minor chord instead of just C, E flat, G, which is a basic triad. I mean, they're just
right.
I mean, they're literally doing things like that. You know, which is just like notes stacked upon notes.
Yeah.
But it's done in just the right way with just enough release, that it's just constantly. I mean, it's not jarring at all. It's the exact opposite. That's the soundtrack for heaven. I mean, I would imagine, or Caesar's Heaven Rave, maybe.
Yes.
We're talking about.
My favorite thing there too is how they had delegated a select number of singers to really almost act as a pad to support, you know, again, continue like this ring in that cathedral space while the leads are on top. And it's just like I'm saying, they were like mixing themselves in a really interesting way. That was brilliant.
I mean, the acts that we've seen so far, they're all just so, they're genius, but in totally unique ways. It's, I mean, we're doing an acapella show, but an umbrella is very large.
That's a good point. Everything has been like very different.
Yeah, super different.
So up next, PTX, Pentatonix. Now I know this is a popular group that was on our channel early on in the first 6 months, and YouTube's AI or whatever, I think it was maybe from a live stream, I'm not sure what happened, but at some point they kind of said, no, Throga's not allowed to react to Pentatonix anymore. We were blocked, even just the sound. If we completely black out the video and it's just the audio, it gets shut down, blocked globally.
It's like Spinal Tap's like, don't even look at it. Don't even look at it.
Look away. So even if it's the exact same videos that other reactors are responding to with less than and more than sub response. So I don't know what hole we fell into. But after many attempts, we found one. We had to take a lot of requests that came in for Pentatonix from a year ago, literally, and we had to download them, upload them unlisted so no one could see them, test to see if it would get rejected or not. And this was number 5. After 5 attempts, we found one that didn't get rejected on a pre-upload, which is different than live stream. So I'm going to take yet another step. We're going to do transparent. And hopefully this doesn't get shut down. If it does, it will be available on Patreon. And you can find it there. So hopefully we'll be good. This is Can You Feel the Love Tonight from 2021 on PTX Weekly News site. Here we go.
Will they shut the stream if it plays?
It's happened. We've had Johnny's gotten stream destroyed response.
It actually says stream has been destroyed. Yeah, literally destroyed.
It's so violent.
Hojo is recommending you playing it last just in case.
Well, we'll get a warning if.
Okay.
Yeah, a warning will pop up, and then you guys will let us know. Then we'll be able to continue. Then we can delay it. But oftentimes it's after the whole thing's done, and then 10 minutes after we're offline, it might get shut down. In that case, we'll upload it to Patreon.
Okay, great.
But we did test. We have a good chance that this will work.
Real quick, let me just point out the coffee buyers real quick. Joy, again, thank you so much for the 3. She says, acapella warms my old heart. Thanks and love Richard and Johnny, and welcome Caesar. And then Robbie has bought us 3 coffees. It's a great show, and Robbie's the one that helps with has been helping me with my camera issues, and it's been good today. I feel like.
No, it froze.
Did it freeze? Shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Shutty! Explicit language.
We're live.
It's a split. Like there's a camera split between the 3 of us. That's what he's saying.
The camera what now?
Wait, what?
Split. He was saying split, like camera split. That's what Johnny said. He didn't say anything else but split.
Oh, right.
Confused. Oh, I understand now. Yes. So.
Oh, yeah. I see.
Yes, you're correct. So when Aurora watches this later, that's what happened.
Yeah. SPLIT.
Yeah.
Sorry, Aurora.
Right. Here we go. Can you feel the love tonight?
There's a calm surrender to the rush of day.
Scott's got such a great
the heat of a rolling wave.
and conversational, sweet sound.
An enchanted moment, and it sees me through, and it's enough for this restless warrior just to be with you. And can you feel?
The question is, was that high note? Was it Kirsty or was it Mitch? Because
I'm a good Mitch ear, so let's hear it again.
I'm pretty sure that was Kirsty, but the range on both.
It could
of them.
go either way, honestly.
Yeah, seriously.
Just to be with you. And can
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
feel the
but he's
right under.
Yeah.
It is where we are. It's enough for this wild wonder that we've got this far. Oh.
I'm going to stop this often for purposes of this. I know it's disruptive. I apologize, but it's
No,
we're like so. I always holding my breath when we react to BTX for the stream issues. I've always liked this about a cappella groups. When they have,
They're the masters of the dumb. Yeah.
whatever it's called.
It doesn't sound complimentary, but
wrong,
yes.
but
But there's something just so beautiful about that vocal. Like it's not. They're not trying to literally match a bell, but it has that bell-like quality of that strike and that ring taking different notes. It always gives me like that Christmas vibe kind of thing.
Yes.
Like I know the Christmas bells. I love that when that's integrated into songs, and they do it so well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'll keep going. I needed to stop
they're
it every like 30 seconds. I'm so
Go
sorry.
for it.
We can maybe go for a minute.
My dog is scratching at the door.
Great snare. Nice. Oh, the impact on that. I'm going to back that up again. And everybody else drops out, and she just solos that.
Congratulations.
Woo!
Four.
All right, let's hear a lift again. Hold on. That's bitch. Nice.
The peace the evening brings, the world for once in perfect harmony with all its living things.
And she kept it.
Oh.
That's a 5, right? I have to take my dog. She's like scratching the door. She's gonna.
I know what that's like. Yeah, no, that was great, and I love that it was a like such a live version of what they do, because we've seen a lot of the recorded versions, and obviously their recordings are amazing and
right,
massively loved. But it's just so great to hear just the stripped down, bare bones, unproduced. It's just like, here we are. We're just singing, and man, they can bring it.
But I think that's what's interesting about acapella groups oftentimes is when they're in the studio, it's super clean, and which is great because you can control everything to get the exact output you want and everything. But again, when you're in a live space, the space is part of the sound,
right?
And you can't capture that in the studio in the same way.
Yeah, and you can also enhance frequencies too. You can make the bass just a little more impressive and present. You can, and it's not to take away anything from these produced recordings, because you have to be amazing to make those sound amazing to begin with.
If only it were that simple, Mary Jane.
Yeah.
You have no idea what we go through to play a PTX song on this channel, but we would love to, but not today. One per group here.
Yeah. And even like the drum sounds, like with some of the verbs that they can use, there's things you can do in the studio to enhance what's already there. So to see all that stuff stripped out, and it's just them on a stage with microphones, listening to each other and responding to each other, and being perfectly in tune and just totally in sync. I mean, that's I really enjoyed that.
Well, you've said that for the last I don't know, year and a half of just they're the masters of that. Listening to each other and finding the right choices and knowing when to solo and everything else is just so well done.
Yeah. How's Puppy?
Good. She was like, if you don't let me out right now, I'm going to leave you a present you don't know. So I was like, let me pick her up. Come here, Lotta. She's a singer too. She only does acapella.
Oh.
Aww. Hey, Puppy.
Look.
That's so cute.
We're over here.
Uncle Richard and Uncle Johnny. And all the 117 people watching. I love Pentatonix. Pentatonix was the first acapella group I heard forever ago. they performed in Orlando at the House of Blues, and I got general admission. And that's the first time I saw and fell in love with Mitch. And I remember looking at him. I thought he was looking at me the entire time. He wasn't. It's just his eyes were a little tiny, and I just really thought, 'cause I was like, but thank you, Art, for the coffee. But I love Pentatonix a lot, and I love Mitch so much, and I love his voice. And so anytime he gets to do a feature or solo, I'm geeking out. So thank you for sharing.
Of
And
course.
hopefully we didn't get blocked. It looks like we're still here, so that's good.
We'll know an hour from now if it's still available for replay. So first step achieved.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful pop. What
kind of breed is it?
She's a Shih Tzu Maltese.
What's her name again? I missed it.
Laramia de la Rosa.
La Rosa.
So now both Cesar and I have scored.
Laramia. Laramia.
Laramia.
All right. Next up is HomeFree. We've only reacted to one of theirs before. This is Ring of Fire.
Another group. I think they were with VoicePlay when they did the sing-offs.
Were they?
Oh.
Yeah, I think HomeFree won.
Avi from the original lineup of Pentatonix is part of this too, it says in the title.
Period.
Oh, cool.
So he was the bassist, correct? I feel like he was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Love is a burning thing, and it makes
there he is.
A fiery ring.
That is.
And bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire.
There we go.
I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet.
Like
and I
God.
fell for you like a child. Whoa, the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. Yeah.
So, correct me if I'm wrong. In the chat, Latte, I think you're saying Tim Faust. Is that the bass singer in HomeFree? It is interesting to have, because they've got their own bassist, if you will, in the group. So when you bring in an outside, you have to, the process of selection.
Rearrange.
Right? Yes. Exactly. It's like, you wouldn't have just like here's your role. It's probably a lot of fun because now you get to take on some parts you wouldn't normally in the mix.
Right.
So it's cool how they're exchanging lines. It is just kind of like passing the torch, if you will, throughout the piece.
Yeah. And again, interesting arrangement too. Taking a very classic country song and kind of putting a Latin groove on it.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
it was
cool.
there. It sounded ska-ish.
Ska, yeah.
It's got the
That.
Can you beatbox, Cesar?
No.
I can't either.
And I remember there was no, I'm terrible at it. There was one time where we had Scott Porter, who's an actor, but he was part of, I believe, VoicePlay at some point, or has featured with him. Anyways, he VPs as well. He sings wonderful, but he does VP. And one time before I was recording on my own, I would go to Lane or Ellie's, and record at their place. We went to Lane's, who's our vocal percussionist, and he was doing vocal percussion. He was recording Scott doing vocal percussion, but then they would talk to each other, and this is how you can see how bad I am, because I'm gonna try. They were like speaking in a language.
Oh, okay.
Tell us more.
That's what it feels like to be on the other side of that. Okay.
Yes, to be just completely exited.
Stream destroyed. Were you destroyed?
You were saying?
Did we get blocked for talking about?
No. You're good.
So anyways, they were recording each other, and they're like, wait, why don't we do like, you see how bad I am? But the other guy's like, no, wait, what about like they're just speaking in this language, and I was like, I will never understand this. I will just be a happy baritenor, and just a fan.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, that's amazing. All right, here we go. Let's keep going here.
Is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring, bound by wild desire.
Great crash.
I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns.
That was cool.
The ring of fire. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. The ring of fire.
Oh,
And
man.
if we brought Jeff into that,
Hey guys.
where would he
I was gonna
go?
say Jeff would be very proud. Yeah, he would be very proud of
Yeah.
that. That's a low.
He'll
that's
be
a
like,
D.
I'm the lowest. I can go low.
Just
Yeah.
off the piano. What? Yeah, there was the arrangement there was, I think, really made it fun. So I mean, they definitely served the song. They kind of gave it like a levity, and then just that bridge moment to just kind of carve out their own signature version of it. I love it when groups do that.
Again, a totally different sound than what we've heard before. That was, yeah, they definitely brought the fun aspect, like you were saying. Not as crunchy as some of the other ones, but that was perfect for that song.
Exactly.
That arrangement was good for that.
It would. Well, I think it would have been odd if they went all Jacob Collier on it. Like it would. You know what I mean? Like it would have been out
Yeah,
of
like-
place. Exactly.
Yeah.
What's next?
I don't know.
Johnny's off in the other land. We're just excited about what we're about to play.
Oh yes, I've heard of them. I've heard of this group. They're quite
Let's
good.
See if I VoicePlay.
Is there an I in this?
VoicePlay. There is an I. VoicePlay.
VoicePlay. VoicePlay.
There it is. This song, Human, well, we have to take advantage of you here. Set us up. Whose idea was it? Who produced it? Who's the guest singer? Fill us in.
I can
Yeah, we got the
probably
inside
answer some
scoop.
of those questions. I realized I was like, I should come here with that kind of homework. Well, I
asked you which song to do.
I picked this song. I didn't tell them. Richard was like, "Hey, we'd love for you to come, and we're doing acapella. We'd love for you to pick a song." I was like, "Human." I want to say Jeff was the one who I know. There's people here who know the answers because we have some Patreons here. But
I love that we have to ask the chat for to answer the questions.
Lifeline. But the person is Anthony Garguli. I say his name wrong. His last name wrong.
Gabagool.
Gabagool. I think it's Anthony Gargula. I think because I used to say Anthony Gargulia, but I think it's Anthony Gargula.
Gotcha.
Either way, we love him a lot, and he is a fantastic tenor. You all might know him from his solo work, and also he sings with one of his music partners, and they invite people. They just had Yeah, Jeff did it. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Because I remember the day of, he was like, "Well, we're gonna use the cameras here. We're gonna."
Your Jeff voice. By
and,
the way, Huldra, this is why Cesar belongs on our channel. We don't do our homework.
Yes, exactly. Hello, we are a family like a giant tree. But yeah, Anthony's known for his kitchen duos or trios. He invites like people like Kristen Bell, Josh Groban was just there, Jacob Collier was there. Who in this shoot we asked him, he's like, "How was the thing with Jacob?" And he's like, "Jacob's great. His ear is so fine tuned. He told me that I'm 2 on pitch. He said if I was only 30 cents off." Flatter, it'd be easier to harmonize with. He like gave him like a breakdown of of his voice, which was awesome. But we love Anthony a lot. He's a fantastic singer. We've had him for Black Hole Sun, Seven Nation Army.
That's right. We did hear him on that.
Creep. We did Creep, I think, that we saw here at one point. And this is Human. Human is great. We did this we usually film at Patty Cake, which is the studio where our vocal percussionist Lane, usually does a lot of his Disney stuff.
Right.
But this was our first time in this venue for a while. It's like this huge, like warehouse type stuff. They've done a lot of videos there before I was there, including the Boogie Oogie, the one, I think it's the most famous one that we have. But yeah, this is awesome. It was very simple. I love this song. Human is just a song that recently came out. And it was awesome. It was awesome to film. So I hope you guys enjoy. Yes. And Jeff did it. I knew that.
2 things. One, Latte Lover. Yes, you were correct. She was guessing which song you were going to select today, and it was Human. And you pointed out, that's right, we also saw Anthony it was during one of our Sunday shorts, our exclusive footage for our Thronely members. That's the scene. I think they were sitting in the kitchen scene with Leah and Anthony and then the other 2 guys. I don't remember their names.
Beautiful.
Yes. All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to pause it. Maybe it's too early. But I want to point out with Jeff, one of the things that strikes me about him, we just heard 2 other bassists. We just heard Tim and Avi. Even though they can produce the same pitches, I could still pick out Jeff's tone. See, even though it's that low, sometimes sometimes when a singer's like really high or really low, you kind of lose some of that signature sound of the individual, exactly. And I could just hear his vocal track immediately, which is super cool.
Yeah.
Well, this is also a great song, but not what I meant to click. Hold on. All right, I'll shut up. Here we go.
It sounds like ESPN.
It does.
Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this and see what's behind. Got no way to prove it, so maybe I'm lying. But I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me.
It's cool to hear Ellie down.
Don't put your blame on me.
Yeah.
Take a look in the mirror, and what do you see? Do you see it clearer, or are you deceived in what you believe? 'Cause I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Some people got the real problems. Some people out of luck. Some people think I can solve them. Lord heavens above. 'Cause I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. No.
Don't ask my opinion, don't ask me to lie. Then beg for forgiveness for making you cry. For making you cry.
'Cause I'm only human after all. I'm only put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Yeah, Anthony's got just this really great. There's like a plea. Like there's this kind of like passionate drive. There's something underneath his tone. There's something that just like really reaches out and grabs your attention.
So is he the tenor? You're the baritone. He's the tenor. Is that?
Yeah. And Ellie is the tenor. Yeah. In this one though, we Jeff had Ellie and I explore our lower, which we liked.
Which is kind of cool, just because it gives that dynamic that's over there. But again, another signature sound. One of
I was gonna say, recognize you from a mile away.
Always.
So smooth.
And your tone in the mix of many others also stands out. So you're able to blend, which shows the skill of a singer, the ability to support somebody else and then take the lead. But if I listen for you, I can always find you. To me, that's one of the most valuable things you can have as a vocalist. It's just identifiability. Whether you actually whether you like the singer or not, that's valuable. But in this case, if we don't like Cesar's tone, feel free to unsubscribe. I'm just gonna leave it there.
Oh, wow. There you go.
After all, I'm only human. After all, don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Well, some people got the real problems. Some people some people think that I can solve them. Lord heavens above, I'm only human. Wayne's got great sounds there. Don't put your blame on me. Woo! Again. Don't put your blame on me. I'm only human, I make mistakes. It's all it takes to put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. Cause I'm no prophet of Messiah. You should go searching somewhere higher.
Cause I'm only human after all. Well, I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. Cause I'm only human, I do what I can. I'm just a man.
All right, just another quick comment on Jeff. When you're at that pitch, what pitch are we on, Johnny?
B.
What was it?
Talking about?
The low B?
So this one you're talking about? Yeah.
Yes. Johnny, I like your pose. I like it. It's very swimsuit model.
GQ. Yep, that's a Abercrombie and Fitch.
I'd like to show you the pitch that Johnny's referring to, but I can't because my camera doesn't go that low. So this is the octave under that he's going. What's wild in that moment is he glissandos down from there, which is just, it seems unnatural, but it's incredibly natural for him. Listen to this.
Well, I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me.
Right here.
Don't put the blame on me.
Cause I'm only like the fact you can go down.
I'm just a man. Do what I can. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me.
You just bring that slickness, Cesar, man.
Every time.
Thank you. I like that shot at the end. You know, we get to preview this before we send it to before it goes to the next spot. And that's the BTS. But I was watching the pass. I was like, I don't think there's enough of me in the pew. And then I saw the ending. I'm like, okay, it was all. Jeff is such a good editor too. He's a great arranger.
Knows how to balance it.
visual person. Obviously, he does his own stuff too, so he has
Right.
plenty of hours. He's definitely already mastered this.
Oh
Has done
yeah.
his 10,000 hours. But yeah, no, it's great. And
Can you?
that's a little bit of BTS. Which, if you are a patron or decide to be a patron down the road, it's one of our awesome many perks. We
Yes.
also do. You get to see the actual day of shoot. A we do it like a group chat kind of like this, and people can chat and stuff, and then they get to see the shoot. We usually mute when we are actually doing like the playbacks or we're doing the actual song, just so they don't hear it. But sometimes I sneak it and I let them hear a little bit because some of them love it.
Breaking
Some
the
of the
rules.
Yeah, breaking the rules, you know me. And but it's awesome. And
And
yeah,
we
this was a
have
really
that
good
link.
video. It's really fun.
By the way, I want to make sure I fit this in. I'll say it again at the end. The link for VoicePlay Patreon is in the description below, right alongside of our Buy Me Coffee link right there. So you can go check that out. And of course, look at you with the hearts.
I didn't know it was gonna happen.
That's amazing. I don't have hearts. You know what I have? I have this. Which, no, that's not it. Wait, where is it? My Hulk button is broken. It's not working.
Oh no.
No.
But the hope in your heart is still there.
Where is it? Well, this is terrible. All right, I'm gonna have to fix that.
Like, my love is brilliant.
My love is brilliant. I'll do a special acapella version of the Hulk theme. Really crunchy.
It's very disturbing.
Eat your heart out, Filharmonic.
All right, but yes.
Yeah, Patreon exists. It's a really good method. Okay. Watching the other acapella videos, and watching ours too, I know, like, it gives me a sense of pride about the energy that comes in order to create this video. And it really is fueled by Patreon, and it's fueled by all the subscribers that we have. It allows us to really dive into this and really dedicate workable hours into arranging the music, getting the music recorded, going through all the phases, to making sure everything is happy to where we're at, to recording it on person. It helps us supply the livelihoods of so many people, including not just the vocalist, but the people who are there, the people in the venue, the camera operators, whoever we outsource to do, sometimes when we master the tracks, we outsource that, and other team members. So just if you guys are interested and haven't checked out our Patreon link before, Richard and Johnny have been so generous in sharing that link. Of course. So check it out.
Well, the production level goes beyond just you singing well. Exactly. So I mean that really helps separate you from a lot of the others, which is great. But also when the stream is done, we'll have links to all the original recordings as well, so you can also obviously watch that in its uninterrupted phase on their YouTube page along with the others.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. So next up, do you have any coffees while I pull this in?
Yes, we do. We got Deb. So much acapella love. Big hugs to Cesar as well. She bought us 5 coffees. Thank you so much. And then Art bought us a coffee. That's just Art. Okay. Who was our favorite?
It's weird. Art being there is Art.
He says, "Who is our favorite channel guest?" Et tu, Cesar.
Thank you. By the way, if we would have drank every coffee that they've all given us, we would have had heart palpitations.
Oh my goodness!
I just think this track is the best one because.
All right, we have 2 more. We have Voctave, which you've only heard one time before. This is the great movie Medley, and then after that, Cesar, have you ever heard the group Beatapella House? Your mind is going to be blown.
I'm ready.
Yes.
By the way, I don't know if people have picked up on the fact that I might have had a hand in picking some of these songs with all the movie things going on.
There's a lot of requests that come in then Johnny and I have to go through and be like, okay, which one of these, is the ones that come to the top? And
The
Johnny's like,
movie one,
ooh,
of
movie,
course.
movie.
Yeah.
That's perfect. No
So
complaints
this is
here.
definitely for me.
All right, here we go.
Hate. Ashley and Sarah. Tony, Jamie,
Oh.
and EJ.
I was just gonna say it's EJ.
Yeah.
The one on the left, he's in a barbershop quartet.
Yeah, Tony De Rosa.
Yeah, Tony. Love this movie too.
Voctave's based in Orlando, are they not? In the area?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it Kristen,
Kate.
Katie?
Kate.
Kate.
Yeah, Kate. Yeah.
Wow.
Kate Lott.
Her soprano, the crystal. I'm just
Just
gonna do
soars.
this.
Yeah.
I don't have the words. I'm just gonna. It's this.
And not thin. It's
No.
dense. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's not a thin. Yeah.
There's nothing
very
squeaky about it. There's a warm,
Yeah.
crystal-like quality that.
Yeah, really conducive to doing songs without words. She has such an instrumental quality to her
Yes.
voice.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, who needs words? Who needs them?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Words schmergel.
Yeah, exactly.
Shabanda.
Yeah, rule.
Those are two of my favorite singers.
Yeah.
Who's that? You're saying?
Ashley Espinoza and Sarah Whittemore, the two girls in the middle.
These two.
Just in general, their tones are insane.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
everybody's skill set again to blend and adapt to each other because they're all soloists in their own right. Right. So
Yes.
again, the skill set to adapt and if this isn't their typical lineup, right? They have a core group and then there's some
This
in and out.
is mainly the core. This
It
is mainly
is.
the core group. There some of the men have been changed, but all the girls that are there are still there.
Crazy.
So and then just for context, because everybody's in awe, obviously, because they're amazing. But in Orlando, they're highly adored, especially by the entertainment community. This is like the top echelon of acapella. And this past Christmas, they actually had a live concert not too far from my house, and I got tickets. And because I was going to be out of the country for Christmas time, I wanted to take my family to this, and then I was like, just wait till you hear what excellence sounds like. And they were in awe because they're in tour all year. Most of the Voctave, for the
That's
most part, they
awesome.
have a Christmas tour. And now their spring tour is taking them to Japan. They're going to have like 5 dates in Japan. They're amazing.
Well
And in
deserved.
Orlando, they're highly adored. They're loved by everybody who loves music because they sound like this live. They sound like this live, like in any space, and because they really are masters of their own voices. But yeah, the majority of all the females are there. EJ is still there. Jamie, who's the arranger and the owner of the group, who's the guy in the middle, is still there.
Okay.
And then some of the other guys have been replaced and stuff like that. But yeah, they're highly adored.
Just absolutely incredible. I just wanted to point out real quick, EJ's voice and your voice together also sounds amazing. I got to hear you two sing at Epcot. I think it was like 2 years ago, maybe 3.
Thank you. We're
just
actually singing together today. Thank you. Yeah. He's our band is called Element, and it's him, his wife, me, and another vocalist, and then our core backline, and then EJ's sister, who's an ASL interpreter. She's in the middle. So I think that's the niche of our band, is that we don't have our ASL performer on the side. She's the star, so she's in the middle, and she, I was saying yesterday, I was like, she does all the numbers for everybody. Her fingers have biceps and her palms have abs, like just how much she works out. But yeah, EJ, I love EJ so much, and it's always great. He's also like he's the Kate of the males, because he just has this like high rich voice, and you can spot it out. Like I was hearing him in the previous part when they were playing the ET one. I was like, I can hear him singing. It just sounds like gold raining down.
Are you there Thursday too?
Yeah,
I think I might come see
you. You gotta check. They might be blacked out. If you're a Pixie member, you have to be an Incredipass holder.
I'm no Pixie member.
You're in Incredipass? Yes.
No, I'm a pirate. So I'm right in the middle.
Oh.
So
okay.
I'll have to check. I'll have to check. Anyway, let's continue back.
Speaking of space pirates, Star Wars.
Segue.
Segue back.
All of these tracks too.
Weird that they're all John Williams.
Nice.
Oh, fuck. Underrated classic.
One of my favorites.
I love it. Nice interjection.
Now I want to go on a movie binge.
Yeah, I want to watch Hook again.
Precious moments, special people, happy faces, I can see somewhere in my Christmas joys all around.
Wow.
All of the music, all of the magic, all of the family home here with me.
There we go.
Great arrangement. Love the medley.
See, that's Sarah Whittemore. Her tone is like
Ah.
crazy.
Wow.
Did she hit that breathy, like just?
Breathiness, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I love those clusters. Oh man, especially in that register. I know, right?
That was intense. Don't be scared, Cesar. It's the shark fin.
There's Indiana Joker art. Jurassic Park, yeah. So yeah, that choice may have been a bit self-serving, but that's okay. I deserve every once in a while.
You deserve it.
I deserve it. Thank you. No, that's just
And it
astounding.
was a good choice too.
A totally different approach too. Like I was saying, there's besides the Home Alone part, there was no words. So you have to think, okay, what are we going to sing there all together? And there's a lot of bass. There was a lot of doo-doo in one portion, a lot of doo-doo.
And
yeah, just
to be transported to these movies speaks to the original score, the John Williams. I mean, just the brilliance that he has. But then also, what was the name of the gentleman that does this arrangement of the group?
Jamie.
So
he's the owner of the group too. So he's in
to be able to
DJ and Tony.
Okay. And
Tony's known as the barbershop king, and also was a music director and show director for Voices of Liberty for a while.
Oh,
so that's
okay.
why you see him, doing this. But for the most part, Jamie's the one who arranges, casts, etc.
So for Jamie's genius in collective influences, I'm sure that you're pointing out, to be able to take all of those iconic melodies and weave them in a way that flows is just another layer of genius and composition and skill set.
Arrange even the note arrangements too are you're taking the original melody, but I mean they're definitely putting more their spin on it, and some of the harmonic clusters that are going on, that's definitely their creation. And Joy had a question too. What'd she say? Why is it that's where did it go? Johnny, please explain why some music gives me a lump in my chest and tears in my eyes. And I don't know. It's you can kind of have that's the mystery of it all. That's what kind of keeps us going. It's you can have some theoretical background of like, okay, if we do a minor motif here, that's going to induce this sort of more somber, sad feeling. Major chords more happy. Things along those lines. Like you can go in with a sort of a framework of why an approach of inducing a feeling, but at the end of the day, it's a mystery why this combination of notes together at this moment,
vibration,
when it goes to why it creates this magic, and it's I don't know. It's it's
I
at the end of the day, it's just following your heart and your feelings,
That's it.
through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's very call and response, which became a very particular component in music in genres as well. And I think it's because whatever calls to you musically, you're responding to it. So like that's why some songs or some scenes are just it's pertinent to the quality or the attributes of your heart. That's why I think of it as a call and response. So whatever one music maybe calls you to respond in a particular way, either by crying or feeling weird or being scared or goosebumps, etc. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Johnny was saying, it's more about the affairs of the heart, outside of the affairs of the ears.
Yeah. And it's sort of a mystery, and it just so
That's the
happens that
magic
John
of
Williams has cracked the code of that mystery somehow.
No
'Cause,
kidding.
pretty much every time he just nails it.
I see a lot of requests coming in for other songs from Voctave and other groups, VoicePlay as well. Please be sure to leave them in the comments after the live stream. We do not go back through the chat, but we do go back and look at all the comments after a few days, and we keep tabs on what requests are coming in and everything. So that's where they go. Next up, last one for this morning. This is Beatapella House. Caesar, you said you are not familiar with this group. This is a South Korean group. They are a collection of beatboxers, but vocal experts in that field that crosses over into pitch and song and everything else.
Nice.
We have only reacted to them once very recently, and it was received really well. We were completely blown away.
Awesome.
We don't know
Absolutely.
all of their names. We know Wing is on the far right, and Yella is the singer. Is just going through the comments that we had. Yella's in the center. She tends to be, from what we know, the lead vocalist per se, as far as lyrics go. But we'll see where this goes because we're still discovering them.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Yella, making some music with the fellas. All right.
That's Wing.
So cute.
This is Hellcat on the left, I believe.
Do it.
Explicit. I didn't know that in advance. Okay, so
she gets very sensitive ears. Yes.
Hiss is on the left.
That's the one who said the bad word.
He's naughty.
Huckle. Huckle's on the left, right?
Santa.
No, I think it's Hiss on the left, and then Huckle is right after. Or is that the other way around?
Huckle's on the left. Hiss is on right next to him on the right, I believe.
24 coffees.
Woo!
Jeez,
latte lover.
Latte.
Thank you.
We love us some latte lover. Man.
The sounds.
Yes.
Yeah, this would.
I mean, they sound computer. I mean, it's so precise.
Yes.
It's not.
I was thinking that
it doesn't sound like, oh, this is someone creating a really good snare or really good hi-hat. It's the same thing as a snare or a hi-hat.
I was thinking, I just want to get rid of all my plugins and I would just use them. Just like
Yes.
okay, because it's not like your typical like okay, this is like replicating a drum sound, but it still sounds like somebody singing. This actually sounds like the drum samples that we use for records.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
and they can change it
acapella
up. That's the
sometimes
thing. They
touches
can
on the
change up to
genre.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah, acapella usually touches on those genres, and I know like our group does that a lot. But to me, this sounds like the genre, which is what you're saying, Johnny. Like I could hear
Yeah.
this when they started playing. I'm like, oh, I already imagine like the live aspect of it, and it's actual, not just acapella people who love acapella, but I feel like their audience is like people who love EDM and actual like beats, like
Right.
as if it was like EDC or something. Yeah.
But
yeah,
even in the intro, their ability to sing outside of just the beatboxing. And I don't mean to say just as in some sort of like lesser than scenario. It's just like that's an expertise in and of itself. But the vocalization to match pitch and to their crescendos and the blending along with creating the sounds collectively just completely blows my mind.
It's crazy.
Yeah. No, but it's like it's like a fully produced radio track, and she has like a dual radio voice.
Oh, she's
like
awesome.
This would be an EDC.
You could just slap this on the radio and it'd be like, oh, that's just that's like the next hit.
You'd be none the wiser.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, backed it up a little bit again. By the way, this song, is this a cover? Is it an original? I'm sorry, I don't know.
I'm not sure. Real quick, too, I just wanted to see what Latte said.
Yes, please.
Because you're so thoughtful in getting us those 24 copies. Thank you so much for this Acapella Wednesday. Great to see you again, Caesar. 3. So there's always a reason for the number. So 3 reactors, number of coffees, I should say. 3 reactors times 8 artists. Johnny. There you go. She was okay. She answered my
Thank
question.
you.
Thank you very much, Latte. You're awesome.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right.
Like, why 24?
Let's back up a little bit. Let's keep going here. So left to right. Yeah. So we've got the Huckle, Hiss, Yella, Hellcat, and then Wing.
Yep.
Thank you,
Okay.
Robbie and Brigitte, for that. We're just learning their faces still. We've literally only reacted to them once.
Thank you, Robert.
Harmonies too.
In my feeling now, gotta follow on your pheromone up all night. I can lose myself with you in this light. Can't do anything if I can make you mine. Lost in a haze, mind in a daze, caught in a maze. Memories fade, I'm gonna chase you down. Surely I can make you wear the crown.
Love her voice so much.
Me too.
Oh, it's Hiss.
Who's doing that?
Hiss.
Okay. What the hell?
Oh my God.
I mean,
even
just a seamless crescendo.
Cesar, are you frozen in love or in awe? Or is it all 3? No, he's frozen.
I couldn't tell for a second. Yeah.
I don't think he's capable of being that still.
No, probably not.
If you can hear us, you might have to call back. He's not
Yeah,
blinking.
maybe. That's freaking sick. And another aspect that I think is easily overlooked, the fact that the drum beat sounds like it's quantized. I mean, they're doing this live. I mean, it's just perfect timing. There's no fluctuation. Like I said before, all the elements for as an instrumentalist or a singer apply here. You know, it's like all the musical elements, you have your timing, your notes, your intonation, the dynamics, everything that goes into making a song great applies here. And they're reproducing it with their mouths, which is just that extra element, which is just crazy. But yeah, I mean, the feel is so good and it's so just spot on.
Well, you associate anything, like Cesar was saying, like the EDM aspect to being that there's a perfectness to that quantize that you're talking about. I don't know if you want to, while Cesar has to call back, can you explain what quantize is? That may not be a familiar term for some.
Oh, okay. Yes. Quantize is basically so taking the rhythm, and it's usually the drum beat, but it can be also instrumentally too. Taking the rhythmic aspect and sort of perfecting it within the how would you describe that?
The meter or the
meter, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just lining everything up, so so you're just getting perfectly in beat, as opposed to like having little sways or speed ups or slowdowns. So it's locking everything in timing wise.
All right, Caesar's having trouble getting in. Let me just text him here.
Okay.
Yeah,
I love these songs that they're, whether they're covering them or they've created them, I'm not sure, but
okay, did we get an answer if this was an original or cover?
Yeah, I don't know. It's
we might have missed that.
It's just amazing that I can enjoy this purely on a musical level, even outside of the fact of what we're witnessing with them reproducing these
sonically.
It's just, as a music fan, I'm just like, this is a cool song. I just love it so much. So
here's the answer to that. You guys probably answered it too. Actually, I see that you have. Thank you. I could have also just scrolled down in the description. So it is composed by Wing Hiss, Heian, and Yella E. Oh, here's Caesar.
Okay.
So the lyrics are by Wing, Yella E, and Huckle. And hold on, Caesar. I have to assign you to guest 3. There you are. And then it's arranged by Hiss and Wing. So welcome back.
Yeah. So there's that added element. That added element.
Yeah, the fact that they actually wrote it is just a whole nother thing. It's one thing to reinterpret or take something that's already been created and make it your own versus this is from the ground up.
Yeah. So I was just saying, Caesar, that it's crazy that I just love this from just a pure musical listening standpoint. Just like if this was on the radio, I would just like it. you know, and then you add in the fact that what's happening is just it's outstanding.
I backed it up a little bit. Hiss, I love what he's doing is just almost like it's not a string, it's almost like a pad sound. It's just kind of like backing up Yella in this verse section, I believe, and then goes into that brass trumpety kind of flavor. It's actually, I would say, it's not a trumpet. Was it more like a French horn range of sound?
It's like, I feel like it's a trumpet sample. So sometimes plugins or the software that we use, if you're looking for a sound, they have sounds that try to replicate the actual instrument as well as possible, so it's very realistic. And there's other times you don't want that. You want more of the fake sound. And that's right. You want more of a fake sounding trumpet as opposed to like the real thing. So he's doing more of the fake sound.
Real quick, we need, with the puppy there, we need the diva cam. Aww, so pretty.
She's like, thank you for taking me out earlier. I would not have made it.
All right, here we go.
Just like me, you lie upon
Just that. And now Johnny's frozen. Wing just so consistent. John, have you been frozen this whole time? I wasn't looking at you.
Yeah, he froze.
Is he still there?
He probably got dropped.
Welcome to the
Bye,
show.
Johnny. Someone bought 5 coffees. Buy one for the app. Or for our Wi-Fi.
Oh my goodness. All right, so he should call back in a second. So he probably missed the editing there. That's okay. We'll just play it again real quick. Thank you, someone. I don't have your name, but Somioni, as Johnny would sing. Thank you so much for your support. Greatly appreciated. And what else is happening in your world, Caesar? Do you have any? So you've got Epcot coming up with Element.
Yes.
What's going on with VoicePlay? Is there
Element.
any insight?
Yeah. Well, we are. So we just finished one that's really awesome. It's a trilogy of sorts. Basically, this would be a combination of some other videos that we've done in this style or this genre or this fantastical land. Can't say too much, but I know the Patreons.
Fantastical
The
land.
Patreons got it. They'll get it soon. Patreons usually get our videos a month in advance than most people. Which
Okay.
is awesome too. Yeah, which is really cool because then once they also participate in the premiere because we do like a whole premiere thing on YouTube where we do a chat like this and people can talk and stuff like that. But some of them have seen it beforehand and can be like, check out this part. So we did that video. We're still running the voice play train is still running. We as soon as we finish one video, we're preparing for another.
Well, the amount of time you spent, because it's not just singing a song and filming it, the production post in you have to
it's all
overlap these projects.
Yeah, and that's crazy. That's why I do enjoy when we get to react and watch them because we watch them obviously when we're editing it, etc. And then once we have the run and sometimes when we watch the premiere, but we're on to the next one energetically. So we don't really get a chance to sit down and really digest it in the way that you and everybody else who is a consumer gets to. So we're always on the next one. But there's a collaborator that I'm fingers crossed, knocking on all wood. I'm a big fan of, and hopefully we'll get to have them, very soon. We're actually going to have a chat with that collaborators team tomorrow. So all the fingers crossed on that. Other than that, I'm going to Costa Rica for a retreat. It's like a holistic retreat, but there's gonna be obviously like acupuncture, massage, therapy, but there's music too. So I'm excited to see how
that's part of the
music
therapy,
unfolds.
is it not?
It is part of the therapy. It's yeah. So I'm excited for that. That's from this Friday up until May 6th, I think, is when I'll be returning back. So I'm excited for that.
Excellent.
I'm happy. Yeah, and I'm happy I got to spend some therapeutic time with you and with Piano Daddy, of course.
He's trying to get back in right now. Yeah, he's texting.
Okay, yeah, it's told me waiting for host, but then you're right. I had to open a new tab and like use the link again. That was the only way that the ring would work.
So he restarted his whole computer and that didn't work. So I'm telling him just to call in on his phone at this point.
Okay.
But he can't see or hear this right now, so.
Oh, I was able to watch like on the iPad. I was the parts that I missed.
Oh, because you had to separate
so maybe
it.
He's watching it. Yeah. So, Piano Daddy, we love you.
I'm gonna give him. Let's give him just a few more seconds. If he can't get on, we might have to end without him. That seems a shame. Hold on.
That seems a shame.
It does. I feel like if that's the case.
Let's look at the chats. This is your opportunity to bombard us with more coffees, y'all. If you want to get us some coffees.
You're like forever the salesman.
I know. I'm looking at the charts now. I'm opening them. See what comes out.
We could do
thank you, Throga, for all the beautiful and amazing bands from different countries. All of me loves all of you. Oh my.
I looked the wrong way.
No, you did. You looked. Well, you made it seem like you were like coy, like don't look at me.
No, I wanted to lean in, like.
all of me, lost all of you. Richard Fink.
Johnny says
and
he's calling on the
Florida
phone
family.
too. He's just not allowed. We have to end without Johnny.
Bailey
This
says
feels
Caesar
so
can.
wrong.
Bailey says, Caesar, can you talk about how you got into VoicePlay? Yes, I sure can.
Go for it.
I, with the band that EJ is on, that you heard him from Voctave, we were filming a promotional video, and they knew none other than Lane, the vocal percussionist of the group, and he's also, as I mentioned before, he owns a production space and he films. So he was responsible for the edit, and he was basically talking to his work partner Tony Joaquim, and he was like, "Who is this?" We actually talked about this on a Patreon shot we just had the other day, and I got
Okay.
to hear his side. But the way he first told me, he was like, "Who's that cute brown boy eating the camera?" That's how he first chatted with me when he invited me to come in to do my first video with them, which was "We're Good," that we saw here a while ago. I think one of the first times I was here. But he was editing with his work partner Tony, and they were mentioning that every time that they were editing, they were like they're just hyper fixated on me. So they're like, Lane asked Tony, "Who's that guy?" Tony has worked with me many years ago.
Okay.
We did Disney Channel Rocks, a show that Richard has come to see forever ago. Remember the show that I did at Hollywood
Yes.
Studios?
Yes.
Yes. So I
Many
worked with
years
Tony
ago.
back over a decade ago.
Yeah.
And Tony was like, "Oh yeah, that's Caesar. He's really funny." And that's a really high compliment from Tony, because Tony is like, yeah, Tony does not hand off compliments like that. And he's very what is it, dry pan humor? What's that
Deadpan.
called?
Yeah, deadpan kind of.
Deadpan. He's very
Yeah.
deadpan. So for him to say something like Caesar's funny is a lot. And but yeah, that's how Lane invited me, and then afterwards, you know, after that first video, they were like, "Can we bring him back again and again?" And eventually, that's how I got in the group, Bailey. And the world is not ready for two Caesars. I think there might be a clone out there. Caesar clones. Caesar impersonating Johnny for the outro to this stream. What would
Yes.
Johnny say?
So Johnny's going to join in the chat to say goodbye.
Yes.
Unfortunately, but in the meantime, there is one other option that maybe we didn't consider. This feels right. This feels right.
It started with me. It shall end with me. I have been reborn just right after Easter Sunday, and I look really cute. Self-love for all.
Adorable.
Get yourself a best friend like Miguelito, who's taught me how to love myself.
Oh my
there we
goodness.
go.
All right, so
Thank
let
you,
me
Andy
put you here. This is
McIntyre.
where Johnny usually is. Wait, how do I get? We'll pause the song. So we do have to wrap up. Johnny's trying to get in on phone, laptop, everything. He's denied. We're gonna have to sort out what went wrong.
It was
in the-
Pentatonix. It was the song. You picked.
It was Pentatonix's fault. There's a good chance that's exactly what happened. But here's Johnny's voice in the background, sounding amazing as always. Thank you everybody for joining us today. We will make sure that Johnny hears the end of Rob Roy next time we come back to Beatapella House. Thank you everybody. Johnny's in the chat. I'm alive. He does exist. Oh my goodness. Tomorrow we are doing a live reaction to Ren's trilogy. Jenny and Screech and Violet or something like that, I believe. Then, of course, we have Filipino Friday on Friday. We hope you all have an amazing week. Caesar, we love you. Thank you again for being here. We hope you have an amazing day as well. Say bye to Puppy.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye, everyone.